Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. What is your honest thoughts on that as an opportunity and a potential fight?
Oh, it's always a chance there, right? We'll see.
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez recently came face-to-face in what turned into a heated moment no one saw coming. Everything nearly escalated to blows after Crawford, full of fire, leaned in with an aggressive headbutt motion that left Canelo staring him down with his signature heated stare.
I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation that's out there. He's the most accomplished fighter.
Tension was almost unbearable, with both fighters exchanging words that only amped up the intensity. Now fans can hardly contain their excitement because Crawford has finally broken his silence about what many believe could be the fight of the century.
The likelihood of a fight with you and Terence Crawford would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We're not talking about yet about the fight. Me and know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
News just recently broke that a fight between Crawford and Canelo has reportedly been agreed upon, leaving the boxing world buzzing. This isn't just any match, it's a clash of two pound-for-pound greats who've dominated their respective divisions for years. The idea of this mega fight first surfaced last year after Crawford demolished Israel Madrimov in a stunning performance to claim the WBA super welterweight title in August. At the time, whispers about a potential showdown with Canelo began circulating, but those talks quickly fizzled out. Canelo wasn't interested in negotiating a fight before taking care of his own business in September against Edgar Banga.
What he was looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez nigga. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I took it as high as I could go. I'm done.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Like, oh my God.
That fight saw the Mexican icon defend his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight belts in what was another dominant display of his power and precision. Fast forward to now, and it seems the stars have aligned. Both fighters have had some time to recharge since their last outings, and fresh optimism has fueled discussions that this dream matchup could finally happen. Over the weekend, Crawford and Canelo reportedly met with Saudi Arabian sports chief Turki Alik, who is rumored to be the mastermind behind getting this deal across the finish line. Reports suggest the fight is now set, and Crawford has wasted no time letting the world know just how confident he feels.
If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you.
Taking to social media, Crawford boldly declared, "I'm a shock the world watch. The best is yet to come." Pundits debating whether the undefeated Omaha native has what it takes to pull off what many are calling an impossible feat. Why is this fight such a tall order for Crawford, welterweight champion, after dismantling his longtime rival Errol Spence Jr. in a one-sided affair almost 2 years ago?
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that.
Errol Spence, who was humbled by Crawford in their 2023 matchup, has now weighed in on the potential fight against Canelo. In an interview with Fight Hub TV, Spence showed nothing but respect for his former opponent, saying, "It could happen." I mean, why not? If Crawford wants to challenge himself to be great, then let him try to be great, So I'm with it. Spence didn't stop there. He admitted he'd be rooting for Crawford if the fight happens, even though he wasn't sure whether Bud could win. I don't know if he's going to win or lose, but I'll definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo went up to 175 and fought Kovalev. And fought the other guy, Bivol, too. So if he can do it, why can't Crawford do it? Nuts.
Honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who is mentally as strong as Terence Crawford. So,
Spence's words reflect the sentiment of many in the boxing world. Crawford has always been known as a fighter who thrives on challenges, no matter how daunting, from his early days as a lightweight champion to becoming undisputed at super lightweight and then welterweight. Crawford has consistently defied the odds, but this time the challenge is on a whole new level. Canelo, after all, is no ordinary fighter. The Mexican superstar has fought and conquered some of the best in the business, from his battles against Gennady Golovkin to his move up to light heavyweight to face Sergey Kovalev and Dmitry Bivol. Canelo has shown he's willing to take risks in pursuit of greatness. His resume speaks for itself, and his ability to adapt to different styles makes him one of the most dangerous opponents Crawford could face.
I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say this too.
Turki Alik, who has been instrumental in bringing high-profile sporting events to Saudi Arabia, is reportedly pulling out all the stops to make this fight happen. He's no stranger to organizing mega events, and his involvement has only added to the anticipation surrounding this potential showdown. With Alal Sheikh leading the negotiations, fans are hopeful that the fight will not only happen, but will be staged on a grand scale, complete with the kind of pageantry that only boxing can deliver. For now, all eyes are on Crawford and Canelo. As the boxing world waits for an official announcement, Crawford's fiery social media post suggests he's ready to shock the world, but whether he can back up those words remains to be seen. One thing is certain, if this fight does happen, it will be one for the ages. A battle between two of the greatest fighters of their era, each chasing a legacy that will stand the test of time.
Terence Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different.
Garcia, known for his fast hands and candid opinions, has stirred the pot by saying that Terence Crawford might be in over his head if he faces Canelo Alvarez. According to Ryan, the size difference between the two fighters is too much to ignore. He emphasized that weight classes exist for a reason, pointing out that Crawford has never been known for his power, especially as he's climbed the weight divisions. Moving up to 168 lbs, a weight class where Canelo has thrived, could be a huge challenge for the Omaha native. Ryan's concerns don't stop at the weight difference. The fight, as reported by Mike Coppinger of ESPN, will reportedly have no rehydration clause. This means that while Crawford will bulk up to reach the super middleweight limit, Canelo will likely enter the ring weighing well into the 180s, carrying the kind of strength and durability that Crawford has never faced before. For a fighter like Crawford, who has relied on speed and skill throughout his career, facing a heavier and naturally stronger opponent like Canelo could present an uphill battle.
What about Canelo and Crawford? What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter.
Still, Ryan Garcia isn't dismissing Crawford's abilities entirely. He called the matchup exciting and gave credit to Turki Alal Sheikh, the Saudi chief who has been behind many high-profile boxing negotiations lately. Ryan said, if Turki is serious about making a fight, it usually happens, acknowledging the determination of the Saudi official in putting together blockbuster events. However, Ryan's tone made it clear that he thinks Crawford is taking a big risk by stepping into the ring with someone as dominant at 168 as Canelo. Mike Coppinger has also weighed in on the fight, predicting it will be a major event in boxing. He pointed out that the negotiations between Crawford, Canelo, and Al Haymon seem to have smoothed out after a rocky start last year.
Head movement at times, but I'm a different fighter. You know, I'm a different type of animal, so we're going to see.
Back then, Canelo reportedly wasn't on board with the idea of fighting Crawford, especially as he was focused on his own bout against Edgar Berlanga. Now, with both fighters meeting Alec and a September fight date being targeted, Coppinger says the stars have aligned for what could be one of the most significant fights of the decade. Coppinger believes this matchup has all the ingredients of a super fight. He's expecting the pay-per-view numbers to surpass 1 million buys and predicts a massive $30 million gate for the event. The fight is not just about legacy, but also about sheer spectacle. He even went as far as saying it could be the best fight we've seen in years, assuming everything goes as planned. But while the fight promises to be a blockbuster, the risks for Crawford are undeniable.